So hello everybody, I'm Linda Hutt from City Hall School, and I'm a little bit sad that City Hall School is closed. And what I want to do is offer a virtual City Hall School to you today. So I've got some guests with me this morning. I have Councillor Esslinger.
Good morning, nice to see you all.
And I also have award reporter Kylan with us as well.
Hi.
So I'm glad that they've joined us. And I would just want to give you a little bit of background, everybody, that at City Hall School, we learn about councillors and their job. They listen, they learn, and they decide and try to give us a really good quality of life in Edmonton. I know that Councillor Esslinger has been a community and political leader in Edmonton for quite a few years. And I've also recently learned some interesting things about her, that she likes Chinese food, she likes to crochet, and she has a dog named Max. So that's kind of interesting. I'm going to turn the interview over to Kylan now, who's going to find out a little bit more about our councillor by asking some of her questions.
Hi. Okay, so I'm going to start off with asking you, what is the most rewarding part of your work?
People. Whenever you get to help people, I think that is what makes the job most rewarding. People often come to you with challenges or problems, or you're trying to help them be successful. So that's the most important part.
What is the biggest challenge?
There's never enough time or money to help everyone.
Yeah. What did you want to be when you were my age?
It changed so many times. I think at that point, in grade 6, I loved horses and I wanted to be a veterinarian or run a horse ranch.
That's a good one. What 3 words would you use to describe a great leader?
That's a great question. Compassionate. Calm under pressure, steadfastness. And available. You want someone that's available to help you when you need them.
That makes sense. During this time of isolation, what is something that brings you joy?
When I get to talk to people, unfortunately, it's FaceTime. Right now, I read or I tell bedtime stories to my grandsons over FaceTime. I have FaceTime them regularly. We have Zoom calls with my extended family. So connecting with your loved ones, I think, is the thing that keeps me going and brings me the greatest joy at this time.
Yeah. There are so many caring citizens in our city. Tell us about some of the hashtag YEG Cares examples that you've seen in your ward.
Oh, there's so many great examples of people trying to help each other. I remember when we were first in isolation and it snowed, people were out shoveling everyone's walks in the neighborhood. I thought that was great. You didn't see so many shovelers as you had that time. In my ward, Spruce Avenue, for example, knew it was hard for children to miss Easter and all the activities. They did a bear hunt, and the neighborhood put bears in their windows so kids could go on a bear hunt and find teddy bears in the streets. Inglewood community, they have a whole army of volunteers that reach to their neighbors to go grocery shopping, or just they have a friendly chatter. They have people that have signed up to call people that want to receive a call. So people are trying to help their neighbors in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah. What do you hope that we all learn or take away from this experience?
That we can change, we can do things differently, but the most important thing is helping one another. And I hope it reminds us why we are a community, why we gather, and that hopefully afterwards people are just as caring.
Yeah. I mean, it's different right now. And what advice do you have for children like me?
When I think about kids and, at home, this is a great time to enjoy being at home with your family. I remember a time when I was a kid and we were snowed in over winter. We were all upset we weren't going to be able to go to grandma's house for Christmas. But I look back now it's one of the best Christmases I had with my family. And it was a great time to reconnect. We played a lot of board games. We did things together. So hopefully people will take that and say, it was hard, but we did some really neat stuff as a family.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you to both of you for the questions and for the answers. And now I have a challenge to the students that are watching. Councillor Esslinger is part of a group called Child Friendly Edmonton, and her group is always ready to listen and learn, and they'd like to learn from you. So I wonder if there's some ways that you think you could make your community or our city, how could they be more child friendly? If you have some ideas, can you send them to me at cityhallschool@edmonton.ca, and I'd be happy to share them with the team. Maybe watching today's interviews has inspired you to do an interview yourself. Is there a senior you could interview and find out what his or her life was like when they were a child? Or maybe you want to look ahead to the future and write about the type of city you want your children to have. Mm-hmm. What kind of child-friendly do you want what type of child-friendly city are you hoping your children have one day? Good luck with the challenges, and thanks again to our guests. Thanks for watching Virtual City Hall School.
Thank you.